Hey guys, today for writing we're going to look back at our handwriting practice book and go through what I would like you to have finished. Because when you come for literacy testing on Friday, I'd like you to bring your handwriting book with you so I can look at it, and also your fact files. So to get ready for your Friday literacy testing, I want to make sure you have this done what I'd like done, and that you are really working hard on making sure your handwriting is quite neat. Because as I looked through your, I don't know why this keeps switching. As I looked through your I like to eat paragraphs, there were some sentences and words that I couldn't read because our handwriting isn't where it should be for second graders. So on the front of your book, you need to have your first and last name. And then the first one we worked on was welcome back. So it says, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. It's time to start a brand new year. So what I expected you to do and expect you to do if you do not have it done is to trace the letters. Notice how the letters touch the dotted line and the bottom line and the top line. There aren't any that are just floating in the air. They're touching a line. So welcome back. So I expect you to trace these, comma. Notice the capital I and an apostrophe. You can be doing this with me if you do not have this done. If you're looking at it and you've traced it, but your letters are not touching the lines, like the dotted line or the bottom line or the top line, you can erase it and make sure they are. This is the practice part. So you're practicing by tracing over the correct formation of the letters. And we had a period here at the end. Then we had the second sentence. It's time to start a brand new year. Now, I am using a flare pen for this because it's easier for you guys to see, but everybody should be using a pencil. And to have the nicest handwriting you can, you should have a sharp pencil. So this is my practice. Now, you might notice that this has an exclamation point at the end, your hand might get a little bit tired, and that's because you're not used to writing as much. So as we keep doing this, we're going to strengthen our hands. So then you're going to copy. So tracing was going over the dots. Copy is to copy this down here so that it looks very close. So I'm going to start with W, and my W starts at the top line, goes to the bottom line, goes back up to the top line, down to the bottom line, and up to the top line again. Then I'm going to make sure as I'm making these letters that they touch the lines, that they aren't just floating in the air, okay? And this may take you a little bit of time, and you might have to do it slowly at first because you're not used to making sure they touch the line. Okay, so as you're doing this, you are making sure you are forming your letters exactly like they are here. Okay, and second line, Now yours you might write a little bit bigger than me. And so you might not get everything on this line. You might have to maybe do here over down on the second line and put a period. That's okay. And then just keep writing. Don't start on a new line. If you're writing much smaller than me, I don't mind if your letters are a little thinner. Like maybe the M doesn't take up this much space, but you have to make sure that your M definitely touches the bottom and touches the dotted line, okay? They shouldn't be smaller than my letters as far as how tall they are. It's time to start a brand new year. And oops, see, I didn't get that all the way up. I need to make sure that goes all the way up. All right, so I have that copied now. Then the last thing is I'm going to trace over the names of these items and say them as I do it. So this is T-A-P-E tape, R-U-L-E-R ruler, P-A-I-N-T paint, G-L-U-E glue. Okay, so last thing, if you're right-handed like I am, and you're holding your pencil with your right hand, your paper should be slanted like this as you write. Okay, now if you're left-handed, you're going to want your paper to slant the other way, and I'm not left-handed, so this feels really funny to me, but you're going to write just a little bit different. Your hand's going to be sort of over, it's kind of hard to see, but your hand's going to be over this way a bit. A right-hander, your hand's more underneath where you're writing, where a left-hander, your hand is sort of more above where you're writing, and you're kind of leaning it a little bit more to the right. Okay, so this is what I expect your pages to look like. All right, now these of course aren't numbered, like we've talked about that before. So let's just put a number 1 right here, and you can do that on yours. Then you have this next page. This page you're going to complete exactly like you completed that first page. Okay, this is going to be page 2. So you can put a 2 here so you know, but you need to do this page, the page that says I have pencils, books, and paper too. You have to trace, and then you're going to copy, and then you're going to trace again. Okay? Then you're going to do page 3. So we'll go ahead and you can put 3 down here or on the other corner. That's fine. And you're going to do the exact same thing. Trace it. Copy it so it's touching the lines, and then trace these again, the labels. Okay, so those 3 pages I want you to have finished. Okay, if you've gone a little bit farther, that's fine, but these 3 pages I want you to have finished, so when you come see me for literacy testing, I can look them over and see how you're doing with your handwriting. Okay, so that is what we're going to be doing for writing today, and also tomorrow for writing, and finish it up so that on Friday you can bring it to me and I can see how well you're doing. Okay, also don't forget you're going to bring your fact files as well so I can look those over, and I'll send out a note to parents to help you remember to do that. All right, that is your writing for today, so make sure you have those 3 pages done.